Alright, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network. Alright, y'all see what's going on here? As y'all see the thumbnail, y'all read the title under the thumbnail. Yeah, man, this one today is dealing with your boy J.Prince and how J.Prince offered Quavo to pay for TakeOff's funeral. But at this point in time, Quavo and TakeOff brother Lingo, they decline any offers that come from J.Prince and his mob ties affiliates. And we understand the reason why. Because a lot of people feel that this shouldn't have happened to TakeOff. It's a lot of people saying that, hey man, TakeOff, he had the same positive mentality every time you met him. Every time you seen him, the vibes was always positive. And not only that, he stayed doing his own thing on his own time. He never cared about getting in the way or never cared about craving a bunch of attention like a bunch of other guys in the industry, you understand? So that's another reason why a lot of people feel that, man, this really happened to TakeOff. All the people, man. So again, yeah, with that being said, y'all see the thumbnail. Y'all read the title. J.Prince offers to pay for TakeOff funeral. See, the reason why he say he'll offer to pay for the funeral is because he been knowing TakeOff and Migos for over 10 years. That J.Prince, he has a close bond with QC CEOs, Coach K and Pierre Thomas. They've been knowing each other for years. Matter of fact, J.Prince said he aided and assisted Coach K and Pierre to create quality control music. He said they used to have a lot of conversations about which way to go, which way the industry is going, and about bringing different guys into the rap game that can make the artist a lot of money and put the artist's family in a better position. And that's what the Migos was able to do. And J.Prince said he witnessed all that. He said his heart goes out to TakeOff and the rest of his family. And along with that, a lot of people do know that Quavo is cool with J.Prince, whom happened to be J.Prince's son. So Quavo and J.Prince, they've been kicking it cool and tough for about the past 5-6 years. So it's a lot of times you guys will see Quavo and J.Prince out together at different functions, dealing with if it's a concert that Drake is at or whatever other artists they have signed to rap a lot, that Quavo, he would take a step out with J.Prince, you know what I'm saying, to these different functions. So again, that's another reason why that's the least thing he could do at this time is, again, pay for TakeOff funeral. Because like I just stated, him knowing the Amigos for over 10 years and the QC CEOs, Coach K and Pierre, and Jazz being cool with Quavo. And not only that, right? This the kicker right here. There's a lot of people who feel like the only reason why J.Prince is doing this because he knew from the beginning that it was one of the mob ties affiliates that had something to do with TakeOff untimely demise. Before we get into it, let's pay our respects and say rest in peace to TakeOff, condolences to his family, and much love to all my folks in the ATL. Because the people knew that when he went on social media with that post and said that, hey man, whoever got something to do with this, don't stand behind me. How you gonna say whoever and then say don't stand behind me? That mean a person that's gonna stand behind you is not a whoever. That mean they knew you already. And that mean you knew them. You understand? And so with that being said, this the whole reason why a lot of people is questioning the mob ties move and feeling like, all right, if you didn't know, then why would you hide the dude? And then after claiming that, didn't nobody know what Lil Cam Fifth was, now he end up being set up? Come on, man, that don't even sound right. That right there had a lot of people questioning everything that goes on inside the mob ties camp. And right now, there's a lot of people from ATL and Texas who's not messing with J.Prince and his sons right now, man. Yeah, man, I see a lot of people in the comments speaking on the fact that it's going to be hard for J.Prince and his sons to bounce back from this. So that's another reason why people are saying that's why he wanted to pay for TakeOff's funeral, because that's called saving face, man. He's trying to do whatever it takes to make it seem like he got some order over there. But a lot of people feel the opposite. A lot of people feel like ain't no order over there with those guys. Even though that's what you promote, but we seeing the opposite, man. Because again, what happened to Duke? Like I stated to you guys before, people is not treating both of these situations like isolated events. They combining both stories on what happened to Duke the Jeweler and H-Town at a dice game, and also what happened to TakeOff at a private event in H-Town shooting dice, man. So a lot of people feel like, come on, how are you guys part of these dice gang functions, but you don't know what's going down? You don't know that you got guys in your camp that's moving reckless. And that's another thing that got people at a huge discontent towards J.Prince and his sons. Because again, they always speak on showing order, people being organized, folks not moving reckless. But here it goes. Your guys over here moving reckless, man. And along with that, you lying about not knowing who got something to do with it. Because people is understanding that, hey man, why is this happening to two young, successful black men that's not known to get into any type of BS? They not known for any type of rap beef or street beef. And that's coming from Duke the Jeweler, knowing where he come from in Chicago, and also speaking on TakeOff, knowing where he come from in ATL. Both of these guys come from poverty-stricken environments, but their mentalities showed the opposite. Again, Duke, he was a cool, calm, and collect cat. Same thing went for TakeOff. So that's another reason why a lot of people feel like, hey man, now we really not believing nothing you saying over there dealing with the mob ties guys. And right now, we're starting to believe everything that Wack 100 and Charleston White was saying pertaining to you, J.Prince. Because again, this was you putting it out there like you had order over there in your house. So right now, like I stated before, man, you have a lot of people that's feeling like it's going to be hard for J.Prince and his sons to save face from this. Again, they could pay for the funeral and do whatever they need to aid and assist Quavo and the rest of the family. But only if they willing to accept it from those guys, man. But right now, like I stated, Lingo, TakeOff brother, and Quavo, TakeOff uncle, they don't want nothing to do with those guys, man. And that's even speaking on the fact that Quavo was cool with J.Prince son. But now, it don't seem like that no more, man. Especially knowing that it was one of his homeboys that got something to do with his nephew's untimely demise. You feel me? So again, not only is the people from ATL, yeah, we understand how they feel. We know because again, somebody like TakeOff, like I said, man, everybody in the industry and even people in the streets always has something positive to say about TakeOff. And then if I bring in Chicago's own Duke the Jeweler and speak on him, how a lot of people in Chicago said, hey man, he was really investing into building the community. So everything that J.Prince was speaking on, that's what Duke the Jeweler was doing and TakeOff. So again, why did this happen under y'all watch? And with that being said, why was y'all lying about the dude that got something to do with this whole situation being set up? And along with that, right? And at the same time, you also have Wack 100 and Charleston White. They spoke on J.Prince moves. And that's another reason why it's a lot of people that's siding with Wack 100 and Charleston White when they speaking against J.Prince. Because a lot of people feel like, yeah, now the truth is coming out. All that mob tie affiliate, we don't see it. And again, there's a lot of people from Texas in the comments like, yeah, man, I'm from Dallas. I'm from Fort Worth. I'm from this part of Texas that's feeling like, nah, man, ain't no mob ties out here like that, man. Them dudes is only mob ties pertaining to whoever they sign in the industry. So again, if you're a boxer, a rapper, whatever type of entertainer, those are the only mob tie guys that J.Prince is talking about. There's really nobody else. And anybody else they're just paid low-level street cats, man. And again, these are the same paid low-level street cats that do a bunch of criminal activity behind J.Prince Jr. and Jazz back. So that's the reason why Lil Cam, he could be so quick to up the blicky. It shows that either one, Lil Cam Fifth don't respect Jazz or J.Prince Jr. Or two, Lil Cam Fifth, he was moving on his own terms. So all this really shows what's really going on behind the scenes of the mob ties. And right now, I'm telling y'all, a lot of people not respecting it. That's one of the reasons why Quavo and the rest of the family is not receiving any offers that's coming from Jazz, J.Prince, or J.Prince Jr., man. And right now, you have a lot of people that's out of huge discontent towards those guys. Again, not just for TakeOff, but for Duke the Jeweler. We would also like to give a shout out and say rest in peace to Chicago's own Duke the Jeweler. Condolences to his family and much love to all my folks in Chicago. I keep telling y'all, man, the GDs, they putting pressure on J.Prince. A lot of y'all don't see it, but I'm telling y'all what's going on. So we got more in store. But as always, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network.